so see what's going on. It's been a while. It's been like 6 days. Sorry, it has been so long. Got caught up with stuff during summer, and it was my birthday 4 days ago, today. So I've been a little busy, but today I have a very good topic about the format and the deck that just came out yesterday that everybody's going on about, and we'll change the format because it's such a good structure deck. I have no idea why Konami did this, but I am happy about it because I love the deck, but I don't think I'm going to play it now because it's so easy to get. So the raw light structure deck or something like that, light sworn structure deck, it's not important. It has everything you need for light sworns. Everything. You can get 3 of the deck, you have a perfect light sworn deck. The only thing you would need, really, to make the deck a little bit more competitive is get some more extra deck cards like Stardust, stuff like that. So when you do, you don't always have to go into Michael, though that's probably what you will be doing when you do sync up, but having other options like Black Rose and stuff would be ideal. Now, if you want to spend what you need on the decks, plus I'd say $20 and some extra cards, and then probably you need a Draco Sack and a big guy. If you want to make it super competitive, better than Light Sworns, you gotta play Light Sworn Rulers, which is the best deck to come out since Dragon Rulers itself, in my personal opinion. The sacking capabilities is off the charts. Also, some people got PO'd when I did this, but I put 3 Monster Reincarnations in my deck because I took out the Necro Gardenas, because my deck was so fast consistent online, and it's the same one I will build in real life that I probably will end up building, is that with Eclipse Wyverns and the Monster Reincarnations, if you have an Eclipse Wyvern in your hand, you can discard it, get a Judgment Dragon from your graveyard back to your hand, or some other useful card, get Eclipse Wyvern's effect, banish a Judgment, banish Eclipse Wyverns and some other Dragon Monsters, bring out some Dragon Ruler, and the Monster Reincarnations are awesome. Even though you might mill one or something, having one in your hand can just open up a bunch of plays in itself, and it's not even really that much of a minus. But I digress, that's just a point I would like to put. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because this is going to make a Dragon Ruler format. And unless if something gets hit right off the bat, 3 Solar Recharge plus the new Light Sworn support mixed in with the Eclipse Wyvern and Judgment Dragon mix, those Eclipse Wyverns and Judgment Dragons make Judgment Dragon spamming so good. You can't play the Eclipse Wyverns and just Light Sworns because you need the Dragon Rulers to be able to banish the Wyverns to get their effects, to get your JD. Because every time I have a Wyvern use its effect when it goes to the graveyard, I always bring back a JD, or not bring back, I banish a JD, so when I banish Wyvern, I get my JD back. And that's pretty much the deck. Even in Dragon Rulers, you can make rank 7 and stuff, but mostly it is about consistent JD spamming with extra, I can make a rank 7 or get Light Ray Diablos. The 3 Light Ray Diablos and the 3 Eclipse Wyverns, and I always tried in my deck to play like one random special dragon, just to give me another dragon. I forget what I was playing for a little bit. But it was somewhat useful. It wasn't amazing, but it was a nice little dragon just to have, so if I needed another one to banish. But then you got your 3 Redux, you got your Redux, you got your Blaster, and you got your Title, and you got your, I forget what the other one is called. What's after Title? I forget. But, you know what I'm talking about. And now this deck is going to be like Dragon Rulers. And this is what, I know this has been a long rant so far, but the sadness is, it's going to be another Dragon Rulers. Things are going to get banned eventually. Maybe not now, but whatever. But it's sad because a deck like this is going to take over the format. Yeah, there might be hats and there might be stuff, but the deck is so easy and cheap to get. It's not even going to be like Fire Kings, because this is 10 times better than Fire Kings. 3 Solar Recharge, a Charge of the Light Brigade, and everything else, and 3 JDs, remember, there's 3 JDs, and if you want to play the build I do with 3 Monster Reincarnations and the Eclipse Wyverns to constantly be able to spam JD, it is a nightmare for your opponent. I don't care what you're playing. I don't care if you're playing artifacts or hats. I will fuck your shit up, son. That's just, I digress. But you gotta understand that the sadness behind it is this is gonna get Light Sworns banned. Or, not maybe banned, but really limited. Maybe not off the bat, maybe not this ban list, or the second one, there's like 2 this month, I forget, it's confusing. But maybe like the one later on, it's gonna ruin a deck that's fun, that wasn't completely overpowered before, and now it is pretty much overpowered, and they're gonna destroy it. And my thoughts on this are, Konami shouldn't. And why Konami shouldn't ban any of the Light Sworn cards is because the Light Sworn cards, they are good on their own, but that is not what is make or breaking the deck. If everybody just played the Light Sworn, even the new cards that came out, even if tons of people play them, that is not what would be pissing me off. I can deal with just Light Sworns. It's Light Sworn Rulers that are too good. They are too good of a deck. Some people are probably going to disagree with me on this, but literally, I'd say if you did like a survey of 100 studies, one of the best Lightsworn deck you can build and the best Lightsworn Dragon Ruler, and you put them through 100 duels against each other, I'm pretty sure the Dragon Ruler one will come out on top every time, if it was my build anyways. I'm not saying my build's the best, I'm just saying how I've played it is really good against just Lightsworn itself. So how do we limit the Dragon Rulers? But I don't want the Dragon Rulers to be banned. Well, some people are probably not going to like this answer, and I don't know why people wouldn't understand it, but I think you have to limit or ban Eclipse Wyvern. Yes, I know, Chaos Dragons won't be able to use it, but usually when they play they only use one or two, but just hear me out. Eclipse Wyvern is what pretty much just makes the Lightsworn Rulers OP. Yeah, you got the Dragon Rulers and they can bring out, and you got Lightread Diablos, don't get me wrong, that makes it too. But what makes it good is that they can utilize Eclipse Wyvern to get JD out or consistently from their deck. Instead, like, Lightsworns, they have to rely on either milling it or they gotta draw it. While Lightsworn Rulers can just be, oh, I milled a Eclipse Wyvern, and I milled a Blaster, and I milled some other random dragon. Well, I'm gonna freaking use Eclipse Wyverns if I get JD, banish these two. I can get JD on the field that turn just because of Eclipse Wyvern. There's 3 of them in the deck, plus, you know, you have the chances of drawing it too. And if you're playing the 3-monster reincarnation, when one of your JDs get fucked up, you can send some other random, you can send a Dragon Roller or Eclipse Wyvern to the graveyard, still get a good effect off, and bring it back. It's too good, and Eclipse Wyvern is half the problem. Now, also, it gets rid of some Dragon fodder for your Ruler, so now, if you get rid of 3 Eclipse Wyvern and say you replace it with some other Lightsworn nonsense, or Breakthrough Skills, rather, now you got just 3 Lightread Diablos, 3 JD, and 3 Dragon Rulers. Yeah, that's still enough to do some rank 7s, but it's still not as powerful as having those Wyverns, and now you don't get the JD consistency. But if Konami does not do this, we're looking at a format of just complete, basically, back a year ago with Dragon Rulers. Exactly, because it was this summer, last summer, so it'll be just Dragon Ruler, but Lightsworn Ruler. And I think this is bad, and I feel like everybody doesn't understand. Everybody's hyped, and I'm hyped about the deck too. I'm all happy about it. But the sad truth behind it is, it's just going to be Dragon Ruler format again. How? Especially when those Megatins come out and say theoretically nothing gets banned for these Lightsworn Rulers. The Megatins are probably going to have a Dracosack reprint. So if everybody can get their hands on a Dracosack, and everybody can get their hands on a Big Eye now, oh god. Like I said, I was so excited for this deck, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I was not really thinking about what it's going to do for the format until just like a week ago. I was like, shit, I forgot. The deck is really good. Now there's going to be a format. I want everybody to be aware of that. Just be aware, if you're going to play this deck, you're contributing to the next Reborn Dragon Ruler format. But this is just my opinion, guys. I went on a ramble. It wasn't even really a coherent thought. I don't think so. But I was talking about things that have been thinking on my mind the past few days. I haven't made videos, and I feel like this was a good point or ramble about Lightsworn Rulers and the Lightsworn structure deck. Anyway, guys, I'm done. Thanks for watching and all that. Subscribe if you're new and stuff like that. I'm sorry for the lack of videos. I will be posting again. I know I keep saying that, but it's just summer, man. It's busy, fun stuff to do, and yeah, it's just hard to pump out a video. But I'm going to keep doing it. I will keep making videos. I'm still in the next great YouTuber competition. It's just, I got to get on a roll of it. Alright? Alright, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later, guys. Peace!